Hey, welcome, bros. How is everybody doing? How's Beta New Lambda doing? I hope you guys have an awesome week, that you're doing great, that you are staying safe, because that is important to do so. Welcome, guys, to another episode of Old Gold Table Talk. We have an awesome episode here for you. You want to get a pen and pad together, because many of you have been hearing all about the hobby clubs, right? You've been hearing about the hobby clubs. You've been coming to the meetings and you're saying, man, what is it all about? How can I get involved? And you have different questions all about it. Well, we are going to lay it all out for you this afternoon. I have some awesome guests here that's over these hobby clubs. So, guys, welcome to Old Gold Table Talk. Hey guys, I want to welcome each and every one of you guys. Look at the screen, guys. I got some awesome gentlemen here with me this afternoon. Guys, we're going to break certain things down. First of all, guys, welcome to Old Gold Table Talk. Brother Brain, Brother Dunn. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Doing well. Good. Well, awesome, guys. The brothers have been hearing all about hobby club, and you too have started something that's crazy. Okay, you've been starting something that's absolutely crazy. That's taken a Beta New Lambda actually by storm. I mean, the brothers are absolutely loving it. So, what we want to do, guys, on today is get a little bit more deep into it to give some people information, okay, about the clubs. Okay, we're going to go one by one with club by club. All right. So we actually know, before we actually get that, guys, give a little bit of your background and actually about yourself, since you this may be your first time on Old Gold Table Talk. Just your actually name and stuff, and basically when you were initiated. Let's talk. Brother Brain, you first, sir.
Oh, shoot. Okay, cool. I am Brother Darnell Brain. I am part of the wonderful, the Dark Ones, Spring 20 line of Beta New Lambda chapter here. I just wanted to put that in. We coming up on our 1 year anniversary, so 1 year to us. I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina. That's the biggest thing. I've been here in Charlotte for probably around like 4 or 5 years now. I enjoy it and glad to be a part of the fraternity, for real. I'm super excited about being here.
Also, welcome, bro. Brother Dunn, sir.
Excellent. Well, my name is Brother L. Kenton Dunn. I crossed at the Gamma Iota chapter at Hampton University, spring 2000, number 13, Kidway Dia. And I moved to Charlotte like 2 or 3 months after going over. I crossed as a senior, moved straight to Charlotte and got up with BNL immediately upon my arrival. I'm actually now pretty much a reclaimed brother. 2020 to 2010 was going pretty hard with the chapter. Life came up, married, kids, but I got reclaimed recently and interested in the firearms and bringing that to the chapter. So happy to talk about that tonight.
Oh man, awesome, guys. Welcome. We're going to go right into it, because I know a lot of the brothers, is going to have to hear this. They may have some questions. They may do this. Brothers, if you have any questions, just chat it into the boxes there. I know we are casting out live on the Brothers on the Page on YouTube, as well on the Facebook page. You can do a comment. We can get that at the end, because you guys are going to answer questions at the end, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to hit it on first, because there's 2 clubs. I want people to know there's 2 clubs right now that we're going to talk about. We are going to be talking about the Alpha Spirit Club. Okay, we ain't talking about no cheerleader. Alpha Spirit Club, right? And we're going to, guys, be actually talking, guys, all about the club that's Brother Brainmaster. You really did have to come out with this, man. Okay, the 18 Firearms Club. We're going to be talking about those first. But first up, let's talk about the Alpha Spirit Club that's held up by Brother Brain. Brother Brain, man, you came in and stuff, as you said, you was initiated in 20, spring of 20, guys, the awesome TDOs. and and you saw something on there, and what made you come up with it? What is the Spirit Club, and how did you come up with this?
All right, so the Alpha Spirit Club. I'll tell you how it started. It started in 2020 when we first got here, working with my dean or our dean, as well as my sponsor, Brother David Neely. He put something in my ear about one, trying to go and initiate something, but at the same time, we both had this interest in whiskey and just liquor in general. So with that coming about, we were just having the conversations, and he was like, you know what? We should start something called a hobby club called the Alpha Spirit Club. And so him and I have been brainstorming about that for a while. And here we go. We come up with this idea, like our vision for it. We want to have brothers become connoisseurs of fine spirits. And we want to also extend the Alpha spirit beyond not only just our chapter, but have that spirit within Alpha for our district levels as far as our region. So that's where it came from.
Man, that is awesome. It's awesome. So you said that you had this interest in whiskey. I can see that from Greensboro, North Carolina. Okay. Not part of the mountain section, but you got the woods over there in the corner, right?
Yeah, we got some woods over there.
You got some woods in there, right. So what got you interested in that? I know you've seen it, but you guys know a lot about it. What kind of things would individuals learn in the club? Because it's not just somebody just getting together and stuff and just drinking, right? What you're doing a lot of education. Tell us something about the things that brothers would actually learn about being a part of the club.
All right. So one, we want to always educate people on responsible use of liquor. And then on top of that, the variety of liquors that you have, whether it's you have your hardcore liquors like your whiskeys, your gins, your vodkas, your rums, a lot of things that we know about, but you also have, which fall under spirits, would be your beers and wines as well. So what we would like to do is educate people on how to actually drink it, what to pair it with. Do you pair a whiskey with some pork? What kind of wine would you pair with pork? What you do with a salad or anything along those lines. But we also want to go over glassware. What kind of glassware would you use to drink your whiskeys out of? What would you drink a dark red wine with? What would you drink a light wine with? And what do you drink a beer out of? So these are some of the things that we want to do. But also, again, like we said, we want to educate you on understanding the different notes of the drinks that you are partaking in. What are you smelling? What are you tasting? We want to let it hit the back of your palate so you can sit there and truly get it. And also mixology. What do you want to mix? You want to make an old fashioned? We can help you with that. You want to make a Manhattan? Let's go with that. Anything else these are the things that we want to try to do is try to definitely educate brothers in that way on the different types of spirits.
Man, you done said a lot already. I'm sitting up here looking at that, and I'm sure a lot of the brothers are actually thinking the same thing. And brothers, remember, if you have any comments, even whether you're watching this live or you're watching on replay, go ahead and actually do that. We'll tag out your brother Brain so he can respond back to you. But you were talking about notes, and the only time I knew about notes was when I was in the band. And you was talking about a lot of other different things that's added up in there. And I guess that is important because normal people go into the stores and they just see the different things on the wall. They see the brandy, they see the cognac, they see all this. Those things are different, right? So you're going to be going over different types of things and why they're different and all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll go back and start off of some of the things that we have done so far. We worked with Beam Suntory and when I say Beam Suntory, that's the brand that houses a lot of the whiskeys and the gins and the different types of brand names that you do hear about. So under Beam Suntory, you have your Jim Beams, you have your Maker's Mark, you have some Habeki whiskey. What we did back in October was we did the cognac. So we had the VSOP Cavassier, which I think we enjoyed it. I know you enjoyed it, and a lot of the brothers definitely enjoyed a lot of the things that they had. with that decanter, as well as with the glass and having cufflinks and money clips. Come on, a Cavassier money clip. So, it was just good to have a mixed drink, but also learn about brandy and cognac, the way and where it came from. So we know the grapes came from France. It's like we learned something. Then what was it, back in January, we did Luxco Brands. So that was the Ezra Brooks, that was the Quiet Man Scotch that we worked on, the David Nicholson that a lot of people liked. We had great discussions on the Rebel 100, as well as they have other brands under Luxco, Everclear, as well as El Mejor Tequila. So tequila might be something we want to work with in the summertime. So we have other brands that we want to work on. And if anybody has suggestions or any other type of drinks that you want to sample, that you want us to try to get a hold of, that we can do, let us know. We're definitely open to suggestions on that end.
Now, see, that is awesome, and how can they actually get in contact with you?
So you can get in contact with us. In our group right now, it's 3 of us. We have myself, we have Brother David Neely, and we also have Brother Brian Cyprian. We've been working together to definitely round up and get a better hold of what we're going to do in our hobby club. But you can get in contact with us by contacting one of us or the Alpha Spirit Club 1939@gmail.com.
Awesome stuff. So you told us a little bit about what you have done. What kind of things are you planning? What can the brothers look forward to? I know they're going to look forward to getting educated, okay, on that. But what type of gatherings? How can it evolve and things of that nature?
As we're still going through this COVID times, all of our gatherings will still be virtual. So we are, and it's exclusive right now to you and to everybody, but we are doing an event on March 27th of 2021. So let's go ahead and mark that down for March 27th. We are going to be doing an event. It will be in a virtual event. But in the future, what we want to do is we want to, some merchandise. You see, I have this shirt right here, this Alpha Spirit Club shirt here. So what we want to do is we want to do merchandise. We want to help subsidize things that we'll be able to have dinners. So we can learn more about pairings and glassware that we're going to use, as well as use that money to buy sensory kits that's going to help better educate us. But our biggest goal, especially once COVID is over with, is to get together. Not only are we a club about spirits, liquor, but we're also a club about brotherhood. The young, as well as our senior brothers, it's the time for us to get together, communicate with one another, and just bond. That's what this is about. This is about bonding over liquor. So these are some people say it's a good way to bond.
Yes, some people say it's a good way to actually bond and stuff. Yeah. But I kind of really actually like this because it's educating individuals how to responsibly partake in different spirits and educate yourself at the same time and stuff, and doing that. And as you say, build a brotherhood. Because I can tell you on the events actually that have already happened this year, we are, even though it's virtual, we're meeting different brothers. Yeah. Already we're meeting different brothers that we had seen, and we send them, and then we're talking. Then some of the brothers actually may like the same type of spirits and might like this. And some brothers honestly may not like, the liquor, but they like the wine. I know you mentioned that and stuff. So who is this club for?
It's for everybody. It really is for everybody. Again, this is a club. It is called the Alpha Spirit Club, but the Alpha Spirit is double. It could be liquor, but it could also be brotherhood. Maybe you just need to get away from your wife, from your family for a little bit, and you just want to convene with your brothers outside of a meeting and everything. So this is your point. This is your way of doing that. Again, it's for the young and for the old. So this is who it's for. It's for everybody. No matter how you spin it, you could be a part of it.
Now, you mean the young being 21, right?
Yeah, 21, of course. Yeah.
I had to actually put that there. But I like also because you did mention that's not liquor. You're talking about wine as well for some of the people that don't do a lot of liquor, but you want a nice wine with your meal and things of that nature, how to pair that, what you need if you're eating steak, if you're eating chicken, if you're eating fish, and all of those things are coming. So that's what's going to be all together by
Yes.
Spirits in General, right?
All encompass of it.
Man,
Yes, sir.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna bring Brother Dunn back on here, so I want him to comment. Brother Dunn, comment on this Alpha Spirit Club, man.
They're on to something because I have quite a few brothers from my chapter at the Gamma Iota brother that I keep in touch with. As you get older, I'm 42. Your conversation changes, and
Yes.
they're talking a lot about the different bourbons, the things that they're drinking. I'm not there yet with them because I spend my money on firearms and ammunition, but I'm learning a lot from what they're doing. And one thing that's caught my attention is the thing where they're mixing all of your different types of bourbons and stuff into one bottle.
Yes.
Ooh,
That is
that's
something
awesome. That's what I
Yeah.
learned at that first event, and I can tell you, I never thought about it. But at one of the first events, actually, when that happened, that's what I did. I had 5 for ones. I think it was like 20% of this. Don't feel all of it. Explain that to Natural Brother Brain, because that was just awesome to do. And I started doing that. You have your very own drink that nobody else have. Talk about that, sir.
So I'll explain it the best way I can. But a decanter, how I use it is I'll take the last bit of all the whiskeys that I have and I will pour it into that decanter. I actually got it over there, but I'll pour it in there and just let it sit. So you getting flavors from Old Ezra, you getting flavors from Maker's Mark, you getting all these different types of things just coming together, whether it's an orange taste or a pear or cinnamon taste, and it's just sitting, and you put it in a nice dark little place. That's where I have mine, and just let it sit. The longer you let it sit, the more it's just going to encompass in one another, and you're going to have your own drink that's unique to you and different from everybody else. God, that's so awesome. That's so dope.
Man, we used to call that a PJ back in the day. But well, all the fruit and stuff is going on. But we're going to move on. I'm going to bring you back at you later because guess what? We want to talk about the next club. Brother Dunn, sir. I'm getting some feedback. I'm getting a little feedback back on your mic, I think so.
Yeah, I put my phone on the computer. My apologies. Is it gone now?
Oh, it's a little better now. Yes, it's a whole lot better now. Good,
Okay,
good. Yeah, a whole
right.
lot better now. All right, great. So, Brother Dunn, we're getting ready to actually talk about, the next club. We're going to talk about the actually next club actually here that you have actually brought to the table and stuff. I know it's been a lot of talking lately about different type of firearms and things of that nature, but you have the 18 Firearms Club. Sir, tell us how you come up with the Firearms Club and what it's all about.
Well, this all comes back, as I said, I'm a reclaimed brother. So back in 2018, when I came back into BNL, for the good of the order, I would stand up and invite brothers to go shoot. I was a member at the time of a local range. I don't know if I can mention names and stuff, but I was a member at a local range, and I would invite brothers, hey, anybody who wants to go shoot, come on out and let's go shoot. Fast forward to 2020, I got some traction, but it was just about to catch on right around February, I think the February 2020 meeting, but then COVID hit. And, I have not shot indoors since then, but after 2020 was a remarkable year for firearms ownership in the Black community. Let me just put it that way. It was almost a 60% increase among black people who wanted to own firearms. And I saw that directly in our chapter where there were brothers who in the past may not have wanted to go shoot, who were saying, hey, Kenton, I'm interested in this. I hear you've invited people to go shooting, or we want to learn a little bit more about purchasing a firearm. And that's how it pretty much started there. And we reached out through the Bean Foundation to create the Guardian Initiative, which is a firearms education and safety class series. And we even did a basic firearms class for the brothers of BNL and an additional concealed carry class with a partnership with the local NAGA chapter Shoot to Win, which is the National African American Gun Association. We had a partnership with them. We have a partnership with them. We'll be continuing to work with them. So it all creating the Guardian Initiative for the firearms education series that dovetailed and segued into us creating the 18 Hobby Club so that we can have, meetups. Hopefully, like Brother Brame just mentioned, when we get into a post-COVID situation, we can go more regularly to, gun stores, gun ranges, competitions, those things where traditionally people, Black people may have not felt as comfortable going to. So when you give them numbers, hey, I'll go with you. You want to go to your first gun show? We'll all go together and we'll show you how, what that world is like, introducing people to, the 2A lifestyle per se, and working on, teaching firearms safety in our houses, firearms safety to our children, because in our communities, again, unfortunately, it's not something that's always taught. So it's very important that we learn together and we also fellowship together.
Now, when you actually say firearms for you and your children, how young are you actually going with that for the family actually thing? So it's just not for brothers, for their kids and stuff. So I have to talk to the brothers and say, hey, if you're young as this, old as this, who are you talking about then? Or are you just talking about the education for all of them?
I talk about it, education for all ages, because, at whatever age, in some households, I'll say in my household, my children, my oldest daughter is 7 and my youngest is 4. She's not ready. My oldest, they're not ready to go shoot, but they do not need to understand that they don't need to touch a firearm. So if they were ever to see, when I go to the range, they see daddy in his bag, with his bags packed up. I'll say, what do you do if you see a firearm? Don't touch it. Get out of the room. Go find it. So at age appropriate levels. So if we ever have, an event where we're going to the range, if you feel that your child is mature enough, I don't want to say at an age, but mature enough that then you could bring your child and then start wherever you feel that is age appropriate for them. Some, you might just start with a Nerf gun and practice the 4 rules of firearm safety just by that. I've done that with my children before as well. But it's all ages, but we want to have, of course, maturity, mentioning the age of 21, for legal firearms ownership, but teaching this education. Again, I think that can go any age range.
Well, awesome. Now you're going to be doing the education. Are people also going to be able to get their permits through the club or get how's that going to actually work? Are you got certified to do that? What?
Well, one of the things that we've done with those partnerships, speaking, with Shoot to Win, we've identified other Black firearms instructors in the Charlotte area. We even have in the chapter, we have one brother who's trying to get his federal firearms license, where he could actually help facilitate purchases. We have another brother, not in BNL, but in BML, who is a firearms instructor. And then we also have the other relationships where we might not actually take you through a class, but we can get you in touch with these instructors who are like-minded, understand the needs of our community, and will teach you more than just to pass a test, especially, with concealed carry classes being very, very popular right now. Some people, some instructors want you to pass the test so that you can go on. But, when you want to talk about the Philando Castile situation, or what do I do if this, or, just when I'm pulled over with the police, not everyone is going to approach it that way where they understand your concerns as a Black person. And so we do, when you reach out to us, we can put you in touch with some of those others instructors.
Well, awesome. Now, when you say that you reach out to you, go ahead and actually give your information so they can actually reach out to you.
Yes. So my email address is Kenton, KENTON.DUNN@gmail.com, as you see there on the screen. Phone number, I don't mind people calling or texting, 980-253-9090. Also want to mention Brother Wilkins Key, Brother Robert Mahoney, and Brother Daryl Rice. We're all working on this together. Brother Ken Leftwich. We have quite a few other brothers that have participated in these events, have shown up, helped, offered experience and advice. Brother Ron Brinson, Brother Jonathan Sadler. I don't want to forget names, but we have quite a few brothers, and we're looking for more. Again, you don't have to own a firearm, but even if you are just interested in firearms education, getting out, have an opportunity to fellowship and learn from one another, because I've only been shooting firearms since 2017. I still have so much more that I can learn, but for somebody who's new, my level of experience might be able to help.
That's what I'm talking about. So guys, he just mentioned, even if you're a newbie, hadn't shot a firearm before, right? Scared to even touch it, scared to do it, but you thought about, hey, I may want to do this, especially with everything that's going on and things you're hearing about, and and you want that information. This is a good club you want to be involved in, guys, and to even learn more. You guys have an event that's coming up, right? Talk about that for a second.
Yes. Thank you so much for mentioning it. So the Guardian Initiative is going to be kicking off, and we're bringing that, we're refocusing under Brother Darrell Rice and the Education Committee under the Beam Foundation. We're bringing back the Guardian Initiative strictly for the Brotherhood. And on March 13th, we will be kicking it off again with our class for choosing a firearm. And then every second Saturday of the month from March through June, and I'll run these real quick. March 13th is choosing a firearm. April 10th will be storage and security. May 8th will be cleaning and maintenance. And then June 12th, the week before Juneteenth, will be the history of the Black firearms tradition. A lot of people think that Black people, didn't have guns. We had guns. So that a little bit more, and we'll be talking about some books and things like that you can read to get a little bit more information on our experience with firearms here in America.
And that's every second Saturday, you saying?
Yes, so from March through June on the second Saturday at 2 p.m., Second Amendment. So it's easy to remember. So the second at 2 p.m., we're going to be having the Guardian Initiative classes for the Brotherhood.
I love that. You ain't got no shirt, but you got the Second Amendment. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about, guys. So, guys, you have the numbers there to get with your brother Dunn. If you want to be involved, if you want to, help out with an event, or just learn a little bit more, or get your first, or just want to actually watch just to see what is going on. The key is where Brother Dunn is educating yourself. Okay, just not all of just about shooting and going to the range. It's also actually learning everything that's actually going on as well. Is that correct? Anything else to have to say, Brother Dunn?
No, I think we've hit it on the head, and just trying to make sure that we get that out there. Education, training, understanding, just making it more normal. It is in some communities, some parts of our community, it feels taboo, but I'm all about talking about it because I don't want it to be taboo. I want us to be a little bit more confident with firearms and just their tools that we can use for fun, for self-defense, for home defense, for competition. There's a wide range of uses of them.
I tell you, man, you guys are just awesome. I mean, you guys are awesome, guys. I can tell you, Beta Nu Lambda, a lot of things is actually happening. A lot of things is actually moving and shaping. I mean, I'm just shaping up. You see these two awesome hobby clubs. I can tell you, take advantage of them, get involved with them there. Or I'm sure if you have another type of hobby, okay, do exactly what Brother Brain and Brother Dunn has actually done. Said, hey, I got a hobby for doing something else. Okay, get with the membership committee. Get with actually Brother David Neely. Get with Brother David Neely. Talk to him about it so he can help you to structure that. And maybe you may be the next hobby club for Beta Nu Lambda. You may be the kind of brothers. We got a lot of people doing comments, a lot of people saying actually great information actually for them, stuff like that. Guys, anybody's got any questions actually for them, I'll go ahead and actually get them on. But I am just so excited to actually be able to have you guys on Old Gold Table Talk to talk to them about the hobby clubs and stuff. And now, where do you guys see? And this will probably be the last question for each and every one of you guys. I want you to go at your first, last, right? Where do you see, let's talk vision. Where do you see your club going to?
That's a good one.
I have an idea because the A team is actually a lot larger than what we have in our hobby club. There is actually a group of firearms owning alphas nationwide that are connected. So I'm just trying to tap into that. I've met brothers from Detroit, other parts of North Carolina, invited each other out to, hey, let's go shoot when we can, when it's safe. So it could become a little bit bigger, where more like-minded brothers are getting out there. And again, and also community service. I know we didn't I didn't get a chance to touch.
Yeah.
But, we had some tragic events last year with young people getting access to firearms. And we were looking to try to do a gun lock giveaway or, some way of getting more storage devices out and safety information out to the people in our community who need it. So that's something that I'd like to try to aim for as well, to get us doing that part, normalizing it, making sure that people understand that, hey, we have firearms. Also want to make sure that we're increasing safety in the community.
I like that. And taking that thing national. Brother Brain, where's Spirit Club going?
It's going national. I'm not even going to lie. It's going national. What I like about us and what we're doing is we're trying to cultivate that within our chapter right now. Just imagine it. BNL is just sitting here on this gold mine of hobby clubs, period, where we can brand this and take this to national and just say, hey, let's make these programs these hobby clubs, let this be a national hobby that all organizations, or not all organizations, all chapters of Alpha has. Especially for our graduate or our alumni chapters. It's the Alpha Club as well as the A-Team or Firearms Club. But I feel this could go national. Here, we're trying to cultivate it within our chapter. And then after that, let's just imagine that we do an event with the AKAs of Charlotte. And we could do a pairing with wine or something. We can work with the Deltas on something. But this is a way for us to not only partner with other Divine Nines, but at the same time be able to cultivate relationships with them. So when it's time to go out into the community, it's a lot easier for us to get people to come out into the community because we're sitting here coming together over something a couple of things that we all are loving.
Man, this is awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited for what you're doing. I'm sure a lot of the brothers are excited for what you're doing also as well. I can say this may be the last time that I bring the spirits and the firearms together. At the same time.
In this way. Yeah.
This may be the last time, but I appreciate you guys. So much you guys are doing some awesome work in the brotherhood and stuff. Love actually what you're doing. I'm sure that the brothers appreciate it. Okay. And be ready to come back to Old Gold Table Talk. And we probably do separate segments. Okay. So you can really bring some of the other members as a part of your club or some of the leaders that's a part of your club and stuff and continue to actually share with the brothers. All right.
I like that. Brother Hawkins, can I say something right quick?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So I wanted to pass this information on. We've talked about what we have, the Alpha Spirit Club, but in Charlotte, we also do have a whole bunch of other clubs, whether it's the Black Bourbon Society, whether it's the Charlotte Bourbon Society, whether it's the North Carolina Whiskey Club or Whiskey Hunters. But for this weekend, I just wanted to let everybody know we do, for the Black Bourbon Society, we have the CEO, Samara Davis, and the COO, Ahmad Davis. If I'm not mistaken, that's his name. But Armand Davis, that's right. So they're going to be here this weekend. Black Bourbon Society has a Maker's Mark private label select bottles that's going on. So they're going to be signing those for people. I do have places of where it's going to be, and I can also take it and put it in the Facebook group. But if anybody is interested, they are signing Maker's Mark products at the University Area ABC store, and that's from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30. And they also are doing it in the Ballantyne Area ABC store, and that's in Charlotte and Lancaster. They gave the address. That's from 2 to 4. And like I said, I'll put that in the chat if need be. But this is a good opportunity to not only meet other Black folks that are involved in liquor, but this is actually the CEO and the COO of a national reputable brand. I got you, Ken. I'll drop it.
Just drop it in the comments, and he can actually get it on the comments and stuff, and that'll be excellent, guys. So, guys, take those notes. And Brother Dunn, I am sure that Brother Bames is going to get us one of those shirts, so I'm not worried about it. He's going to get us one of those, the logo on it. He can't get up here without it. No. But I appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys again for actually joining us on Old Gold Table Talk. Hold on while we let everybody else go. And with that being said, guys, always, guys, let's throw them up. 06, guys. And we appreciate it, guys.
06.